Now I am.
If you're hot for Shakespeare, then you know that he was a dude turned by history. He'd picked up his pen and write a play about big shot bosses of yesterday. He was hooked on wild, real-life events full of murders pulled off by high-class gents. So if you're pressed, then you'll get your fill with Julius Caesar by Will the Thrill.
In Rome, way back in 44 BC, with Julius Caesar, Big Julie. To you and me, he was #1 boss. Everyone was taught that he was set for life. At least that's what he thought. Let's join him now as he splits his home and he's strutting his stuff on the streets of Rome. He's getting it on with the loyal crowd. He hears an old gent coming on real loud. It's the soothsayer man who predicts events. He warns Big Julie about the future presidents.
Big Julie, I've looked at my crystal ball. I don't like the hang of it, not at all. On the Ides of March, you better lay low. It's March 15th, in case you didn't know.
I get you drift, you clanging loud and clear, but the ideas of March ain't nothing to fear. I'm Caesar, the greatest you'll ever see. Don't front me, old man, you're boring me.
Looking on the scene are a couple of gents, and the rap they're making is quite intense. The first dude is Brutus, a big roll A's. The other is Cassius, who's in his face.
Listen up now, Brutus is all over town. Big Julie got plans to wear the crown. He'd like to be king, and you know we've got to agree that really could burn out our democracy.
I hear you, Cassius, and I do agree that Big Julie could zap our liberty, but I ain't so sure it's reached the point. We should wax the dude who runs this joint.
Out on the street, Big Julie's aware there's something sneaky happening there. He's feeling stressed out, as we can see. He raps his buddy, Mark Anthony.
I'm telling you, Mark, that I'm starting to think that Cassius has the makings of a first-class fink. Whatever he's up to, it's got me shook. I can tell from his lean and hungry look. I'd much prefer toadies who are fat, you see, because finks like Cassius, they worry me.
When Brutus gets home, he's ill and sweat, because he still ain't certain Big Julie's a threat. Hey, sure, Big Julie comes off ambitious, but that don't mean he should sleep with the fishes. He paves the floor all through the night, then at last decides to do what's right. And when Cassius comes in with his killer crew, Brutus tell him all.
I'm with you. Big Julie's got to go, I do agree, so he'll make the hit and we'll keep Rome free.
Way to go there, Brutus, you won't regret it. For the day is done, Big Julie will get it. And when we're through his history, and all we gotta do is wax Mark Anthony.
Not so fast, there, Cassius. One hit's enough. Mark's only a wuss, so forget that stuff. Big Julie's our target, and with him rubbed out, Mark will pull it for good, I have no doubt.
It's you. It's you.
While the killers make plans to take over Rome, Big Julie takes 5 in his fancy home. He's getting a pinch from his stretched-out wife. Capernaum is her name, and she fears for his life.
I had a dream last night, Big Julie, honey, which bummed me out crazy, and that ain't funny. You were laying there dead in a real bad way on the Ides of March, which is today.
Capernaum, baby, don't fret about Caesar. I'm the town's top dude, not some small-town geezer.
I know your boss, and I groove your style, but cool it, honey, stay home for a while.
I hear you, baby, but while I've still got clout, I gotta show my face. I can't whip out.
Big Julie heads out, and who doesn't meet but the soothsayer man spouting in the street.
Soothsayer, man, don't give me no line. It's the ideas of March, and I'm doing just fine.
Maybe so, Big Julie, but knock on the wood, the day ain't over and it don't look good.
In this Senate house where the killers wait, Big Julie shows up to meet his fate. They rap for a spell, then in a flash, they stab Big Julie with an awful gash.
You too, Brutus!
Then he falls and dies.
For the folks of Rome, it's funky time. Big Julie's been waxed, which seems a crime. Soon Brutus comes out to do his bit, to tell the crowd why Big Julie was hit.
Folks, whatever you've heard, I'm telling you straight. We had to wax Big Julie, we couldn't wait. He was gonna be king, and once he was crowned, you'd wind up slaves if he stuck around. So we did our thing and struck him instead, so didn't get steamed just cause he's dead. If you wonder what I did it for, I did Big Julie, but I grew Rome more.
The crowd gives Brutus a big thumbs up sign, and then he's homeboy hero, who did just fine. The vibe's so good, they all agree, but they've yet to hear from Mark Anthony.
Though he's promised Brutus he'll keep his cool, young Mark's a sharpie, he ain't no fool. He's out to the bake points and to make himself boss while he zaps poor Brutus with a double cross. He's smooth as they come, looking fine and proud, as he takes the stage and plays the crowd.
Hey, friends and Romans, they've knifed Big Julius, so clean out your ears, and I'll tell you truly, he was Rome big boss and town top gun. After 4 years, the charge was #1, but Brutus and his gang said, "We'll wax the skunk," and so they made their point, and Big Julie got stuck. Now, I truly believe they're wonderful guys, even though some folks think otherwise. Sure, they can stab Big Julie again and again, but we know those creeps and honorable men. Hey, I'm not suggesting that you rub them out too, even though they thought accuse you. But in case they do, the rats all die. If you need a new boss, then I'm your guy.
Mark's Wacko Rat really steams their guts, and soon enough he's through, the crowd goes nuts. They stomp and yell and demonstrate. So now it's Mark the group, and Bruce they hate.
Now Bruce, he knows he was double-crossed, but he won't give up no matter what the cost. With Cassius, he vows to settle the score. They'll take on Mark in an all-out war.
Many miles from Rome, Brutus sets up camp to lead his army in the wind-up champ. But just before the big battle, his army sleeps, Brutus sees a ghost, which gives him the creeps.
It's the ghost of Big Julie, or so it would seem, and it freaks out Brutus like a whacked-out dream.
Lay it on me, Ghost. Tell me why you're here.
To let you know, Brutus, that the end is near. We'll meet again soon at Philippi. Now I've got to split. For now, goodbye.
When Brutus arrives at Philippi, he finds that it ain't no piece of pie. He soon spots poor Cassius, dead as can be. His army chopped up by Mark Antony. Brutus leads his troops in one last thrust, but his army's wiped out, and his helps go bust.
He's lost the war and his #1 chum, and now for him, at last the end has come. Big Julie's ghost meant for him to die, and he kills himself there at Philippi.
Mark Antony, he's won the war. He's wasted Brutus and settled the score. Though he's won the famous victory, he sends Brutus off with a eulogy.
Brutus was an ace who hung in tough and a fresh-cut gent who showed his stuff. This was a dude who stood real tall, the noblest Roman of them all.
Yeah.
Woo!